All right, welcome back. Andrew Fillipponi has wanted Kenny Pickett for a long time, although at the end, I think you, Andrew, like a lot of us, were thinking it may not go that way. It could be Willis. But let me ask you this. I know you're happy about this, and you should be, because you've been pretty much his agent, de facto agent. However,
and his co-host, Bob. Don't forget about that.
Co-host, I know. But weren't you surprised that all these teams with legitimate quarterback needs picked nobody? They passed on the entire bunch. That makes me a little suspicious.
Not loving the pick then? You got a little bit of a raised eyebrow here? You're a cynic, Bob? You're a skeptic? Is that what you're telling me now?
What I'm telling you is, just as I said, 5 teams with legitimate quarterback needs preferred to pass or trade the pick away. That, to me, does not bode well for this entire group. I think Kenny's a wonderful kid. I think he's earned his right to be in this position. But it's a whole nother game in the NFL. All you have to do is look at the guy he'll be competing with, Mitch Trubisky, number 2 overall, and what happened.
But they're, to me, polar opposites, because Trubisky didn't play in college. He had some of the, as far as career starts goes, one of the smallest numbers of all time. I think Haskins and Trubisky were very close in terms of short-term starters who went in the first round. So he was green, and we know Kenny's a veteran. Kenny can step right in. He's NFL ready. He's going to play, I believe, day one. I think this is going to send Trubisky to the bench. I don't think you take a 24-year-old quarterback and tell him, hey, rookie, grab a clipboard and an earpiece and watch. I think they feel like with the defense they're going to have, that this guy can go in and make enough plays, just like Ben in 04 and 05, Bob. We're not asking a guy to go in there and throw 40 passes and win games that way. Manage the game. He was impeccable. Merrill Hodge said to me last week, this guy manages the game better than any quarterback in this draft. I know you believe in Merrill. I do too. He said by far Pickett was the best quarterback, and I'm going to take that analysis to the bank.
I would too with Merrill Hodge. I agree with that. But let me ask you this. As this progressed, I was definitely of the belief that they would trade back. Knowing the teams behind them really had no need for quarterback, you could have garnered another pick or two with the knowledge that you
who do you make that trade with?
Well, that's the question.
The team that you
I don't know. I thought I thought someone might want somebody else at 20, but apparently that never happened, or they chose not to do it.
I think they got a guy that's going to be a top 10 NFL quarterback. I think he's going to have a chance to be a Pro Bowl, all-pro level guy. I think already, to me, he's better than Lamar Jackson as far as what he can do.
Wait a minute, you're talking about the MVP of the league at one point here now. That's a pretty big statement. I'm talking about as a passer.
I'm talking about as a guy in the pocket. Who makes better throws from the pocket, in your opinion, Pickett or Jackson? That's easy for me. Pickett.
Yeah, but I also think Lamar Jackson could do much more than Pickett can do overall, and he's proven that. But I hope you're right. We only have 30 seconds. Final words to those who are watching, and you were on this early, so I'll give you the last word.
Well, this is a night we should all be celebrating. Hopefully you're home responsibly, so go into that refrigerator and grab that beer that you've been dying to have, or that champagne that's been on ice, or whatever drink you do to wind down and celebrate. Do that tonight, because we're going to remember this night for the rest of our lives, Bob.
Yep.
The Steelers are going to be back on top soon.
All right. Pony, we're done. We'll see you at 11. Rich Walsh Live. We'll talk to you then.